Hello everyone. In this video I will show you how to annotate the plan to do for technical documentation and so on. So as you see here, I have an already made project. I have this house made in here in this model, and now I'm going to show you how to annotate this house. I will give you the project file into the description from which we start, and then we'll annotate the plan for the ground floor and then for the upper level. So we have this ground level, and as you can see I have several dimensions placed over here in meters and in centimeters. I also have these grids, and I have this section line. So I'm going to teach you how to get this beautiful plan going, and also add this insulation layer. So to get started, I will open the file that I will give you into the description. So I'll give you something, an older version of this file, which does not have the annotation. Oh, and this is a section. I can also teach you how to do the section, but I'll start with the plan annotation. So I go to L1, and as you can see, I have something placed, but not all the dimensions, and I think I will delete them. So I'll click select all instances visible in view, and I will delete everything. Okay, whatever. And I select, okay, select all instances visible in view and delete. And basically I will start from scratch. I will remove also these insulation lines, and basically I just keep the structure. So I have this plan. You will receive the model and you will be able to work in it with all the families. So to work in this plan, we will proceed the following way. So we have annotate a line dimension. That will be the most used dimension. So generally when you annotate, you have this you annotate the sides of the building, then you annotate the edges of the building, let's say, and then you annotate the windows. So in my case, I annotated the side of my house. And one important thing is I showed you in another tutorial dimensions that you can set up some custom dimensions. I will make a new dimension. So duplicate metric dimension. So we will create two dimensions, one with meters and one with centimeters. So we have this family. We have all kinds of settings, and the most important one is primary format, which is usually if you are on impaired, it will show you that it is let's say inches or feet, yeah. But I will use the metric system. So you select metric. I use 2 decimal places and put the unit symbol, and I click OK. You can also use some alternate units, but I selected on none, so you click on none. So that will put a line of alternate units below the main units, and yeah, that's it. So you have a metric dimension. Okay, I'll duplicate and make a centimeter dimension. I will write these dimensions in English. The project itself, it's in Romanian, but doesn't matter. I'll explain you in English. So I made the centimeter dimension. So what's below 1 meter as a dimension, you usually annotate it with centimeters. So we'll change the primary units to centimeters. I will not keep the two decimal places, I do not need it, so I have 0 decimal places, like it will be 10 centimeters, or maybe 1 decimal place, maybe, but yeah, let's say I keep just one decimal place, like I say 75.1 or point 0.2 centimeters, so I think that should be enough. And yeah, I have this in centimeters. I also have none for alternate units. Click OK, and now I can see that I have my length in here. I don't know, does this half a centimeter, I think I can get rid of it. It's just an exercise. I think I'll keep with 0 decimal places. Oh, we have something like this. So annotate, you have here annotate, or in architecture, um, yeah, architecture. So we have, you have here in architecture, or in annotate rather, you have a line, and let's say we annotate again the side, and we see that we have a difference between this 1 meter dimension. Let's say I have metric dimension, it's the same thing, but in English. And here I have the centimeter dimension. This is used for something smaller than 1 meter, as I told you, so I'll keep the metric dimension. Then I'll continue with annotating the rest. I think, yeah, I'll do something like this. I'll just continue to annotate, and I think pick this. Yes, and this side, it will take a while. It's not as easy as you may think, so it's still something to annotate. Wait a bit, and I think I also annotate this. The gap will be annotated as well. Okay. Yes, so I have this space. I said that I annotated the large side, and now I annotate the window. Okay, let's say I keep it as this. Something like this. Yeah, so I have these dimensions. No, but it's a lot to annotate. So let's revise. Let's say we do this facade. So basically we take this face and we annotate it. Then we have these corners, first one, the second one, and the third one. So that would be the third, let's say. Then we have, let's say that would, in the literal translation from Romanian would be dimensions uh, with what is full and what is empty, let's say, or something that where is wall and where is a hole for the door or the window. So I have this thickness for that wall, I have this width, this door, this other width, and now I would need to have uh, the axis. So I have several axes, and I also have to annotate this. I put somewhere right here. And yeah, now I think I have all the annotation necessary for the house. Now I can move on to the southeast facade, and I will start like this. So a line. I keep this wall, so I keep it from the start. It's in the Romanian annotation. I made some dimensions, and that those are called in Romanian metric, let's say, dimensions in meters. That would be the literal translation. Cote in Romanian is called dimensions, and meters, it's meters, of course. So I have 6 meters, let's say the dimension of the house. Now I have this already made dimension starting, so I have this part of the wall, this part of the window. And basically that's it, and the only thing I miss is the axis dimension, let's say. And oh no, I don't need that, so half a meter. So I have something like this, then like this, then like this. No, I made the mistake. So yeah, the thing is I have this sort of texture, and sometimes it selects this, it snaps, and I have to reset my dimensioning. So I have this exterior dimension, great exterior. Then I have the wall and the window, let's say. Then I have this, let's say, axis. No, I have the axis dimension. Oh, this is not the axis dimension, sorry. So this is the axis dimension, and I have this wall, window, and wall dimension, something like this. Actually this should be split, but I'll keep it as is for you to know which. Okay, so now I have placed my dimensions. Now I move to the northeast facade, and as you can see I have this whole facade. So yeah, it is a line, and now I have yet again this. So this thickness, it's a dimension. This length of the wall is another dimension. Oh, it snaps on so many inadequate places. And then I have this window. Make sure that you place the dimension properly and you annotate from where you need to. Make sure you snap. I have to snap here onto the exterior. Okay, so this dimension is not good. Make sure that you bring the right side that you need to annotate, like here. And then I have these 30 centimeter whatever. Okay, and I have the axis. So 1, 2, 3. This is done. Okay. We're kind of close to finishing, and we'll compare the results for the exterior dimensions. Okay, and we have the west dimension, and I'll apply the same steps. So I have the exterior dimension like this, and I told you it's 7.7 meters. Then do I have any sort of windows? Yeah, in theory I would have a window something like in here, I think. I don't remember exactly. Let's say I have it on here. Uh, okay, and I put with the window, and I also do with these axes. Yeah, okay. So that would be it on to the exterior, and then into the interior you have a bunch of interior dimensions that are useful. So firstly I'm going to measure the room's dimension. So I have this living room combined with the kitchen. This is sort of a rectangle, so it seems that it's almost 4 meters by 2.9 meters. Then I have, let's say, this side, which is longer, and I have, it says that it's almost 6 meters. Yeah, it's quite expected. Then I have this side, which is like around 2 meters, as I can see. Great. And now I would need to know about this side of the bathroom. Let's say I measure like this, and you can see that is 2.5 meters. I have another dimension around here. Let me find a point to snap. Okay. It should show you some sort of black or blue small point if you cannot snap onto the edge of the wall or whatever, if you haven't drawn too precise. Okay, that's great. So you have this sides of the walls. I will also do dimensioning for the bathroom. So I have 2.3 meters, let's say, on length, and the width would be 1.77. Okay, and now another important aspect to measure is the interior dimensioning. So I have this, how much do you go like in the interior. Then you have the dimensioning for this, so make sure you place it where it needs to. So that should be like here. I think I need to redo it. Let's say something like here. This needs to be redone. Something like here, like this, and then something like this. And now I know how my door is placed. This is very important. This helps you greatly. Okay, and where, let's say, do I start the stairs? I have something like this, let's say, and maybe some sort of other dimensioning for the wall until I reach the window itself. Okay, it would be useful to know what is the width of my staircase, and now I can measure the door. Something like I know I do separate dimensions because some may be above 1 meter, some not. Something like this, and then let's measure again, something like this. Then we measure once again until here. Okay, great, and that should be the same. The only difference would be yeah, the only difference would be that the interior side will kind of change Okay, it looks a bit different, but I think that's because of the wall. No, sorry. Yeah, this is it. And now I'll measure once again this door, then measure once again, and I have this interior finish of the gypsum wallboard. So you can see that this is one dimension including the exterior, this is another dimension. Okay, and maybe it would be useful to also have the thickness of the wall. Let's say 30 centimeters, and here around 20 centimeters. Yeah, it's a bit weirdly annotated, but whatever. And now you saw at the start that I annotated some dimension here, and I think I will annotate all these vertical wood planks for the timber frame. So basically I connect all the axes of those. Generally you when you do this sort of vertical elements for wood, the distancing would be around 60 centimeters. I have a bit some errors, but I'll just show you the principle of so basically that would be it for the floor plan. Thank you for joining in, and we'll continue in the next tutorial with the rest of the dimensioning and details.